Back to throw, it's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Levis to throw it. He gets it to Burks again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Levis on 3rd down. That is caught, and it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
These two teams all tied after one. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Texans are 12-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans 34. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A second down throw from Levis. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Levis to throw on first and 10 here. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get this down to the 10. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, Levis. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 8-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And Levis going back to the air. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd and 2. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
The throwing again is Stroud. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and... They'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Levis. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Levis out of the shotgun now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Now Levis. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Barmore, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Titans 17, Texans 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 9 now. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Back now in Houston. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Let's go now.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. To about the 35, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 180 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing, but at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They go to the ground again with Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's a gain of 3. It's
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now back to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Room here to run. And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Titans, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a somewhat disappointing season as they'll wind up at 6-11. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Houston, they finish up the regular season with a mark of 12-5. And now they'll have to see how the final playoff picture will all shake out. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I.
Can I talk my?
Come on.
That other side.
The Oakley way.
Hey.
C5.
Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted. Still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes. Big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful, I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne. I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay, trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5. And I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to, that's facts. I wanna be a so I start. I like so I went on and start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that, superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the side, then let's get paper. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money.
Bars. C5. Just incredible. Hunger flow too. It's easy.
Incredible.
Maniac NFL. You are now tuned in with the Maniacs.
Got to catch a Billy off of words, that's the certain. Maybach sitting pretty close to curtains, the curve. Might just let you in if you deserve it. I gotta warn you though, man, we ain't even scratched the surface. The black, keep herb in the back seat, surging, okay. Man, I'm telling y'all I'm back. Heat urging the stacks, keep surging and max feel splurging. Living proof what you can have, keep working, okay. People let it talk, they say whatever. Opinions change just like the weather. I got a question for whoever. Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better?
Yeah, this the king of crunk. Sometimes they call me Lucifer. Talk about you do this and that. Ain't none of that they're new to us. Acting like that you pop off. No damn well that you grew to us. Been in my own lane. Carry you like that do the truck. Trend following. I'm surprised you just not catching up. It's my way or the highway, baby girl. I'm not a settler. Don't play with my kind, no matter my mind. I promise it get pitiful. They love me, they love me, they love me. I promise I do the bare minimum. My people, they say that I'm underrated, but it's crazy. I'm steady, they killing them. Can't ride my wave, I'm flipping them. Come up for some earth and I'm dipping them.
I'm so sick of all you. Weak, lame. Sick of being so old, man. It's dead for that, man. It's 2023. Maniacs. Talk about, man. All I wanna do is talk and talk and talk. I can really give up.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John got it. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body, block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of priors, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I been more in pain, way to broad day. Really short fuse, done had a long day. Body like wow, like. Wait. You know I'm an Eastside, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak a lobster with a shrimp, big, put a ribbon on it, get you give, rep, bet, that. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way. Woo, woo, woo. This not a drill, bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an Eastside, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak a lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you give, rep, bet, that. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way.
Low-key flattered that they wanna be just like me. They been borrowing a pen, but they ain't writing me. But still forgot I got the drop from your wifey. Yeah, the was in the glove, where the vices be. How you gon' act like we don't know the same? And y'all looking like they in the same clothes, new skin, script, the BBLs in your waist, though. Yeah, like them, we don't waste, though. I've been working 25, I need a trip. Used to looking unimportant in the Ville. Caught me creeping, she went and keyed the whip. Let her keep it, now she driving in that. Ooh, yeah, achiever, look at desperation. If it's free, there ain't no hesitation. Said we be better with communication. I don't agree, I need to change location. I've been working 25, I need a trip. Used to looking unimportant in the VIP. I don't ever say I'm leaving, I just dip. If you feel away, get up on my, yeah. But my point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spend it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I said, been with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. If on the rim, hit the butter with a blitz, we gon' study this film. I ain't gotta say nothing, ain't always for real. Country, trying to give me a meal. You want you some problems, you got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise, staying fresh to I be looking like a house. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D-lineman, but still making touchdowns. Beat them in their hometown, I ain't here now one time. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. Now I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Real.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner?